ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Washington football team. We go from Denver. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
From the 27, Carr. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Play action. Now it's Carr. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The end result, 21 yards. On play action, now Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 40. 20.
Right down their throat.
10. Touchdown, Washington. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump, and he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
On second down, Montgomery. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Carr going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On play action, it's Carr. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he finds Montgomery complete. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. 6-0 our score after 1. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. David Njoku with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On first down, it's Watson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Faking the give, now Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 2nd and very short, Watson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And Washington has retaken the lead. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 11. Check Mike 11. Hey, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Carr. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Carr completes it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Shift. Show it up. Show it up.
A give. This is Montgomery.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos. David Njoku as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. So now here's Derek Carr leading his guys up to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Watson. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. From the 50, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Slayton with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for 2.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Montgomery. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Touchdown! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr.
And the Broncos have answered back with a 3rd-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
He's got a man, complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Watson's throw taken in by Slayton.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
A 1st down and then some for Montgomery. And all the way up to the 33-yard line.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now they'll throw with Carr.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Carr to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derek Carr, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Watson on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Watson now to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Evans.
Touchdown, Washington.
Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Carr's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check Mike 11, check Mike 11. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On play action, now Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. On second down now, it's Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 77 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Mike 14. Mike 14. Hey, watch the slap. Watch the slap. Play like you mean it.
Now a run with Montgomery. Defensively, Sam Hubbard, the former Buckeye, there to stop him. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Carr. Flush to his right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Here's Carr. And it's caught. And the Broncos are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. And they will take a knee here. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating. Even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down, and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground, but both really started to come in sync. So for Denver, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Washington,